Right, we're live.
What up, everybody? We are here for the fourth installment of the JellyPod. Some big updates coming through. There were some updates on Monet. Jack, if you want to touch up on those.
Yes, sir. So for Monet, as many of you know, it's already a great platform. I would say the best raffle house on Solana right now, just my opinion. And there's always constant improvements on it, right? One to touch on that recently happened was dark mode that was added. So I know it was like maybe not a complaint, but a concern for a lot of people that I'm trying to do a lot of raffles here at nighttime. My eyes are burning. There's white mode only. So he said, you know what? That's fine. We'll change it for you. So as you can see, if you go on Monet a lot, you'll realize maybe 5 days ago now, 5 to 7 days ago now, dark mode was added. Which, as I say, at nighttime when you're sitting there, the white from your screen is just too much. So that dark mode really helps you kind of be able to look at the screen for more than 12 seconds, basically. So that's a massive improvement for Monet, which is great. Also some other stuff there. So continuing on from the last couple of weeks, we've got merch raffles going on for this hoodie right here, and Henny's wearing it as well. If you want to give it a quick flex, Henny, he's playing with his friend off stream. There you go, Henny. Culture is all.
Camera off on. Oh, you've all got it on.
Off on. What's going on there? But yeah, we got those merch going up. They're up all the time. We got a shit ton to give away, so make sure you go and have a look there. Of course, all in Jelly, and all Jelly gets locked back behind staking. Another thing is Gambulls VIP whitelist spots, right? So I know a lot of people want to mint Gambulls. They maybe don't have a Rascal. They can't get that guaranteed mint spot. So what we're going to do, we're going to give away a lot of stuff on. A lot of whitelist on Monet, and this is going to happen soon. We're in process with the devs right now. They're just adding in all the metadata and coding that we need to get the NFTs up there, and then bang, they're going to be up. So you're going to be able to buy tickets in Jelly. There's going to be a lot of them. There's not going to just be one or two. There's going to be a lot of them. You're going to see. Just keep an eye out, and you buy the tickets in Jelly. If you win, you just contact the ticket host owner, which will be me in this case, and then you just send me your Polygon address, and we add it in straight into the VIP whitelist section. So it's going to be super cool. Going to be lots of ways for people that are not in the Rascal community just to go pick up a couple of Jelly, buy a couple of tickets, and hopefully get a Gambulls whitelist spot, which is going to be good. And then so some other merch too. We're going to be putting a lot of other merch on on Monet just to bring it up as well. I know we've just got the hoodies right now, but we're going to have a lot of flowing merch coming out pretty soon in terms of different things like full flow hats. We've got hoodies. Obviously, there's going to be hoodies. There's going to be a lot more stuff too. In terms of hoodies, different designs. Although I love this one. I mean, I feel like you don't need to do anything else with this, but there's going to be other hoodies coming out too, and everything is going to be on Monet, right? So Monet is going to be that hub where we kind of give away all our shit in terms of give us some jelly and we'll give you some merch. So I think that's everything on Monet right now. The key thing to note is that there's always constant improvements to be made. It's not like they just build something, leave it there. Oh, let's wait for another idea. It's constant things, constant feedback being taken, and Monet is really grown into a beast.
Yeah, can I join in on the Gambulls thing? I was basically speaking to a classmate today, and I showed them a bit about Rascals, and I let them know about Gambulls, obviously, and I'm just saying that Rascals might be a little bit like overpriced or a big entry point for a lot of people, and I think this Gambulls is going to be a pretty good entry stage. It's like 300 Matic, sounds like what, $350, and you basically sort of get that small little entry level to what Rascals are like experiencing for the Gambulls Casino, all the benefits, rakeback, all the good stuff. And like this Gambulls win is gonna be huge, man. For $300 is a steal. And I think if you can mint it, you should mint it. And it's gonna be great.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be good.
Other big things have been happening with things under the umbrella. JellyDrop has gotten some updates. Carlos?
Yeah, JellyDrop. So we've been testing pretty much every day, like with the team, testing the PvP battles. It went from some things not working to now pretty much everything works with the contract. You do the battles, winner takes all, and it's really cool. Jack's fucking playing with his cat, mate. What's going on? I'm just looking at him down. Like, what are you doing? Come here, pussy. But no, yeah. So the battles are now working, and it's pretty much ready to push. We wanted to wait until the UI and all that lot was done before we push it, but we've got some other plans coming. We've got some. Okay, do we drop the alpha? Do we drop the alpha here?
Yeah.
Drop the alpha.
We do it, yeah.
This would be the play.
It would, yeah. All right. Well, the plan is with JellyDrop, right? Is the goal is mass adoption, and when we're streaming and we're streaming to people that are not within the NFT space, which a lot of our viewers now are from outside of NFTs. Like they're just people that like to watch DJ stuff. And the goal is to bring money into Solana. That's always been the goal. And what we're doing is we're going to launch a Web 2 version of JellyDrop where you deposit Solana, Bitcoin, Litecoin, all of the main cryptocurrencies. But most importantly, Jelly. You can deposit Jelly on there, and when you'll be able to spin in any box that's on this website. You can spin any box whatsoever. It's not tied to a certain currency. It'll aggregate the prices and like, okay, it's going to cost X amount because that's how much it costs in dollars, kind of thing. But it'll be in the token of choice. But what you'll be able to do is when you spin in Jelly, you'll get a 10% discount on every spin that you do. So the goal is to entice people to go and buy Jelly. But if they don't, they can still pay the full price and do it how they want to do it. We'll make it easy for people to buy Jelly on the site and whatnot. But yeah, that's the goal. And what that allows is there'll be no transactions. It'll be fully off-chain pretty much. All you do, you deposit into the site and then you have that currency on the site. That's the only sort of crypto integration. But it'll be fully off-chain, which makes it tons easier to develop on. It makes it a much better user experience because you don't have to process transactions every time you want to spin something. And it allows us to promote outside of Solana NFTs because people that watch the streams, most of them buy crypto and they'll just be able to deposit that crypto into the site. What we're going from now is building a site for Solana integration. That will still be there. JellyDrop.io will still be a thing. It'll still be developed on. It'll still be worked on and all that stuff. But we're going to be making this new site, which is still JellyDrop, but it's off-chain and it just allows a lot more adoption. And again, all the money that we receive, all of the profits are going to go straight back into buying Jelly. What it also allows us to do with this new site is it's much easier to do checkouts instead of cash out. So you'll be able to cash out, check out. You'll be able to spin in Jelly. You win a D-God, you'll be able to cash out the D-God kind of thing. You'll be able to cash out IRL items, all that. It just makes it much easier to develop on because the problem now, a simple operation, a simple contract, a simple task takes so long to develop on chain, test on chain, make sure it can't be exploited, all of that stuff. It takes so long to do. Whereas if we do it off chain, it's just much easier to configure and get right. So yeah, that's the alpha on JellyDrop. It's going to be cool. We've also got the partnership. So you'll see already like J Capital's got a box, Jersey's got a box. The Jelly Joint DAO, they've got a box. We're going to be doing this with different communities, so they're going to set up a box on our site. They're going to be promoting our site into their communities. I'm already seeing just from the tests that we've done so far, we're getting quite a bit more traction just from the limited amount of boxes we've created. But we're going to be doing that throughout. We're going to be adding a lot more partnership boxes where whatever project signs up for it, whatever project wants it, they come in, they get a percentage, depending on the size of their DAO and whatnot. We'll negotiate each one individually. They'll get a percentage of all of the profits that go through the box, which is a significant amount of money for them. If they promote the box, it's essentially free. And yeah, it just helps sort of sustain their project as well, you know? It's cool. But yeah, I think that's it. Is anything else on JellyDrop? Anyone want to add anything?
I think it's the PvP battles, right? Unless you already touched on it.
Yeah, the PvP battles, yeah, they're working. And I think, yeah, everything that I said there, just to conclude about the PvP battles, I think we're pretty much going to launch the PvP battles next week. I think the contract's ready. We was going to wait for UI improvements, live chat, and the profiling so you can use your name and all that stuff. We was going to wait for that, but I feel like there's no need. Like the contract works. Let's just bang it out. And because JellyDrop's getting a complete rework on the back end, it's going to take a while for the rest of the update to be done. So there's no point just delaying all of that, all of the PvP battles just for that to come because it's going to take too long. So yeah, PvP battles will be. I feel like they'll be live next week. They should be live next week.
Yeah. And I think that like just the concept of playing against another player is pretty exciting compared to just playing against an AI. And you can just hop on like Discord. Even on stream, we can play against each other. Like it's just much more interactive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like all the other stuff is just like minor like quality of life changes. And obviously that's gonna come later on. But I think just getting it out there right now and letting people try it out is pretty important.
Yeah, for sure.
Find any bugs or anything. So yeah.
I think with the boxes as well. Like the boxes now are high risk, high reward. Most of them are like you spend one Solana, you got a chance to win 1,000 Solana and stuff like that. What we'll do is make the boxes. We'll rework a bunch of boxes and make it so it's low risk, low reward. But if you do a battle, you are guaranteed. If you win money, kind of thing. It's not going to be like you win and But you can still do the high risk, high reward ones in battles, and if one of you win, it's cool. But for battles, it's better like every spin you get at least 75% of your money back, kind of thing. So if you win the battle, you at least get 1.5x your original buy-in. You know what I mean? So we'll get all of that done. We will. We'll get that done over probably the rest of this week. We'll create a load of new boxes, and next week ready for the PvP.
Yes, sir.
Are we able to do battles with the partnership boxes as well?
Yeah. And again, all of the profits that go into the partnership boxes, they get paid out to the partners. They will. But the overall experience of PvP, it's a lot more engaging, right? It's not just you go on there, you spin in. Like you can be in a Discord call with a group of people. Come on, let's battle. We do it. We do it in. It's fun. Yeah. Like in staff chat, it's fun. It is. We've been doing it, testing it all of this week. Yeah, it's been cool, and last week as well. Yeah, man, I'm excited for the PvP battles. I feel like the community will really like it. It's one step closer to takeover kind of thing. It makes it a lot more engaging, and it's really bullish. I think people don't. I think the JellyDrop, the off-chain one, the one where it's easier for people to buy to get involved. They don't have to set up a Phantom wallet. They don't need to deposit into Solana. They can literally deposit Bitcoin onto the site and it will be there. Bitcoin, Litecoin, all of the currencies. I think that will change the game. That will make us level up massive. We've already got the community to be able to push it. We've got a very, very loud community. We've got a lot of reach with members of our team and stuff like that now, which is cool. And I think that the goal is with the new JellyDrop is to compete with Hype Drop and like really put a dent in that space. You know what I mean? Instead of just targeting Solana kind of thing. And then again, all of the money. So what we're doing there again, the money comes back in to the Solana space. So we're bringing money from outside, bringing it back into Solana, making all of our holders richer because all of the money is just going to go back into buying Jelly. JellyDrop it's no profit. We don't make any money from it at all. We don't take any money as a team. It all just goes back into buying Jelly. That's the goal. And I think with that set up, it's really going to help sort of push that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, big things with JellyDrop. Some other big things going on. Soul Sweet. If you guys did not see it, we launched the Twitter. We launched it with a banging video. It is ready to go. So if projects want to hop on, check out that video, open up a ticket, message, anybody from the Soul Sweet team. That would be me, Nika. If you're a project that needs utility right here, right now, like instant value, hit us up. Obviously there's more details in it in the video, but yeah, if you guys are interested in that, we're ready to go. We're ready to do crazy things with this. That's kind of just it for Soul Sweet. Pretty straightforward, ready to launch. Even more so, bigger things that are happening very, very soon. A lot of things are happening with Gambulls. Culture, you want to go into that?
Yeah, can do. Gambulls, like massive mint coming up in 2 weeks. Looking really, really fucking strong for it, to be honest. Obviously, had some nicest way to put this, mixed opinions on Twitter the last couple of days leading up to it. But like to break it down, everything, just like everything else we do, is meticulously planned. Like the money that's going to be raised from the mint is literally all, like the team take nothing. Again, exactly like I was saying with JellyDrop, like we didn't take anything out of it. All of that's going back in. Obviously, back in a sports book is expensive business. If someone hits like a mad parlay with a $10 bet, like that can easily be 100, 200, 300,000. Like this got to be paid out. That's got to be there, ready to be paid out, like timely. It needs backing and needs that insurance behind it. It'll also help with moving the turnkey license forward. All of these things is going to take us from where we are at the moment to the next level. That's we have proof of work. The casino is there, it's working, it's turning over a profit, it's doing everything that we want it to do. It's growing month on month. And now we're pushing it to the next level and the next level and the next level. And this is all this mint is. Everything goes back, The art, like I think everyone will agree, the PFP art is fucking unreal. Like possibly, if it was on Solana, it would be one of the best PFPs on Solana, honestly, I think. And definitely going on to Polygon, it's going to destroy everything over there. And it also comes with mad utility. If you mint, you're also going to get your Metaverse 3D version as well for the future. So you're already providing value back, plus everything that mint is going to give you in terms of the free bets and all the rate back and all the other bits and pieces that come along with it, right? It's like crazy the amount of utility that's going to come with it. In terms of the mint process, we are absolutely flying. Shout out to BSL, the Atlas boys, Cromie and Canute, absolutely killing it. Our platform's really clean. I've been really impressed using Atlas, really friendly to use, really easy to use. So any projects that are watching this that want any whitelist tool in, from my experience, Atlas is the way to go. So hit them up. But yeah, I mean, like we've just been inundated with like the top projects from like multiple chains all wanting to get involved. Like the eyes that are coming on to not just Gambulls, but like then they're going, okay, well, how do I get guaranteed spots? And obviously the answer's been back the whole time. The Rascal, you get guaranteed spot. It is bringing pressure back from onto the Rascals, and again, like Cole said with JellyDrop, we're bringing eyes from different chains onto Solana. It's all the process that we have at the back of our mind when we're doing stuff. But yeah, we're flying in there. The Discord's grown 3-4x in the last couple of days since obviously we've given more information out. Everyone understands why we've gone with Polygon and what they offer us. Why we chose to go with them. But yeah, it's really bullish. One thing that we will say is we were having a little think, and the dogs are quite loud about having utility. So what we want to do is every dog holder will be entered into the first come first serve whitelist spots. So everyone that holds a dog will have a chance to mint before it goes public. We just obviously want to give a little bit back. Rascals will always be rewarded first. They've got a guaranteed mint. Dogs, get a bit of Matic in your wallet and try and pick up a couple in first come first serve phase. So everyone will have a chance of that, which is amazing. What else is there going on with it? I think that's mainly it, to be honest. There's been some sick fan art. Obviously, there's a competition for 101s as well. Reached out on Twitter and just said, if you design a sick 101, I think if your 101's used in a collection, you get 2K, which is ridiculous. So
Damn.
It's not good. It's not good there.
Exposure.
Some of them are crazy.
Yeah, some of them are insane, man. But what it's doing also, it's not just giving back to the community and these artists. It's getting a bit of light on their names as well, just sharing the love around, because obviously Gambulls is, on everyone's tongues at the minute for good or bad, like all press is good press, right? So, these artists that are coming out, and some of them are fucking sick, like really, really good. But also gives that artist a bit of a bit of exposure as well, which is great because we're just helping, again, continually just trying to help the whole entire ecosystem rather than just focusing on ourselves. So,
what's your favorite one so far that you've seen?
Man, that green, translucent kind of one. I can't remember what it is. I saw it on Twitter this morning when I woke up. It's fucking sick.
I like the king one. I do. I think the king, with the little pet on his shoulder, looks really cool. But the green one.
You guys see the?
Go on, sorry.
Sorry. You guys see the cyborg one with the gun in his mouth? Or maybe it's a camera, but I don't know which one it is. But it looks pretty sick.
Yeah, it looks like a robot. That's what you mean.
Guess who made that one?
Who made it?
Gluck. He did.
You're lying.
Nah, I swear to God.
You're lying.
I swear to God. So look at the art style. It's the same. Thick lines, all that stuff.
I'm looking at it.
Yeah, it's Gluck.
Wait. Oh my God, it is Gluck.
Yeah.
Yo, it's clean.
Where did you post that? I swear I saw it on your Twitter.
Yeah, I'll post a link in the thing. I'll find it.
Did I delete the tweet? Because it says when I click on it, it says this tweet has been deleted.
I saw it just earlier.
Oh my God,
that cyborg one is sick. Yeah, that's good.
When did I delete it? What the? I didn't delete
I think
it.
it's deleted, eh?
Yeah, it's deleted. Yeah.
I saw it before the pod. I saw 3 of them. You posted 3, right, in the same tweet.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, obviously those artists are absolutely killing it. So that's still open for a bit. So obviously, if you are an artist and you're watching this and you want to have a crack at it and get involved, you could win 2K and give yourself a bit of exposure and have your creation in the actual Gambulls collection as well, which is fucking sick. So, but in terms of Gambulls, I mean, everything else is just pushing forward. Really positive numbers. The boys are still in meetings pretty much every day, working out how we keep pushing forward. Web2 marketing is going extremely well. We've still got the Forbes interview. All of this stuff is still to be pushed out. So, when we say we're serious about competing with the top casinos, we see ourselves rapidly coming forward into the future, like as a top 3 casino. You know, like there's no stopping it. As soon as, especially when the turnkey license in place and we can build on top of the casino, like it's fucking GG's. We're doing stuff that no other casino does. So
Yeah, there's something interesting's come up right now while I'm speaking. Well, while we're on this, someone's saying like we should have it. So instead of people having to deposit crypto onto the site, they should have a phantom wallet at the top where you just have it and it's easy to do like that. But like it's narrow-minded. It is. It's what we're doing then is we're literally just targeting the Solana space. And what people don't realize is the crypto space is way bigger than the Solana space. Like the crypto gambling industry is way bigger, and the projected growth. What was the numbers? I think it's like it was 900 million, or I can't remember the exact numbers.
it was billion, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think
it's
we were already in
billions.
billions. It was multi-billions, and then projected in the next 2 years.
It's like 65 billion. Like it was fucking crazy.
I thought you were gonna say
it
2
was-
weeks.
No, it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Like the actual growth in online gambling, like is filthy, and a lot of that is sportsbook, that people start on sportsbook betting and then they move across to slots and stuff. So where people are, again, what's the nicest way for me to say this? Fucking silly cunts, essentially. Like they don't understand why a sportsbook needs to be backed. That is the majority of online gambling. You have to be able to provide those winnings, like, you know, and then people go across and then they check out slots and they check out roulette and live games, and then, you know, the site's clean, user interface, the retention's there. Like this is a whole point. Like people who don't understand where the mint's coming from, just do a tiny bit of research. I know you're not used to it and you just wail in and lose all your money on fucking rugs, but do a tiny bit of research and just understand like the levels that we're operating at, and then moan about 2 mil. Like that's job done. Like I know that's like a couple of days ago, but it just fucking pissed me off.
Yeah, man. It's go on, Jack. Sorry.
No, yeah, just to interject the numbers here. I got them from Little Bang. I remember I sent me a message a while ago, but the gambling market in 2019 was worth over $50 billion. In 2020, it was worth $66.67 billion, and they expect that the gambling market from 2020 to 2026 is expected to reach $100 billion. So that just puts it into a bit of perspective, you know.
Yeah, the numbers are crazy, man. Like the amount of money that's going to be made, and people are saying to us like, "Oh, why do they need to mint that? Because of this and that and this." But like, what's there now with Gambulls is not what's going to be there after mint. Like, the levels are going to go massive. We're going to be up there with the biggest casinos in the world. Like, there's no doubt. Everyone on this this podcast right now, all Gambulls, we all understand what drives casinos and what drives retention and all that stuff. We know what we're doing, and we're right at the start. And again, all the money that comes in, my portion of it to start with is just going to go directly, or is it our portion of it at Jelly is just going to go directly back into buying Jelly with. So yeah, people are just impatient, man. I put a tweet out literally a minute ago saying about how people are impatient in the space. They think that when you launch something, that's it, everything's going to explode. But that's not how business works. Like, business works, you launch something, it gets adopted, you start making millions, and then everything blows up. That's how it works. Like, just trust the process, man. I know it's like cliche, we always say it, but literally that's all you need to do. Just trust the process. If you think about logically about everything that we're doing, from Monet, JellyDrop, Gambulls, So Sweet, if you think logically about it all makes sense. It's not like we're saying, oh, this little thing over here that's never been done before, I'm gonna try and do it. We're gonna make a stable coin out of fucking NFTs and shit. Like, we're not doing stuff that is hard to sort of justify or logically make a solid decision on, if that makes sense. We're doing stuff that's already been done, but we're just competing, and we're not reinventing the wheel. We're blasting into the market. We've got a huge community that can help us push the market in. We've got one of the best marketing guys that I've fucking ever come across. Like, he's crazy. The amount of volume that we're getting on Gambulls from his marketing and the reach that we're getting outside of Solana is crazy. Like, just trust the process. It's think about it all logically. It all makes sense. Think about how much money's going to come in. Think about how much of that money is going to get pumped back into Jelly. What's going to happen to Jelly pumps. What's going to happen to Rascals. It just all makes sense, man. It's just trust the process. That's it. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, 100%. It's just the Solana space, right? Like, people are so used to building for 2, 3, 4, maybe 6 months at tops, and they build this little thing, pump it up, gets a bit of traction, and slowly dies off, and then either they don't adapt and pivot, or You know, they just try and keep flogging a dead horse, basically. Whereas we're building for generational fucking wealth. Like, we're building for years and years down the line. Like, we're still going to be here in 10 years' time where, you know, millions of projects will have come and gone, and we'll still be at number one because that's the end goal. Like, we're not going to stop until we're there. And all of this stuff is setting us up. So, you know, a lot of our holders internally in the community already know this. They got their bag set, they're good to go. They can start diversifying into other stuff now, which we're seeing a little bit, which is great because we get a little bit of you know, redistribution and fresh holders in, and it's all positive and it's all organic. There's no fucking fake, like, you know, pumping and dumping and spiking the price. Everything is organic. So as much you're pissed off, like you got in it a little bit higher or you bought jelly near the top, just hold it. The conviction you had when you bought it is still the same now, just because we've come back down a little bit. We've had a correction. We went from 0.1 all the way up to fucking 170 and come back down, and now we're settling around this price for a minute. But it's only while we're in transition phases. Like, everything that got pumped out that put us to 170 is now getting reworked to be better and better and better. So when that's relaunched and everything's smooth again, like, where's it going to go? Like, it's only going back up. So just have a bit of patience. Understand we're building for the absolute long term. The stuff we're doing will keep your grandkids, like, in, you know, retire them at fucking 21. You know what I mean? That's the way to look at it. Like, you'll have, you know, a lot of wealth from it, but you'll also be able to provide that to your family down the line. Like, that's how long we're aiming to be here for. So
yeah, man.
Facts.
Yep.
Well said.
Hey, Flaps, anything,
Anyway,
Flaps, anything you want to add, or are you just happy staring at the side of Henny's head?
Yeah, I'm here for for moral support.
well, done, Flaps. Flaps has been in the start of the show. I'm not gonna lie.
Thanks, guys.
But yeah, no, touching on what Coach said there, right? It's about being here, and if you think about all the projects that have come and gone since we've been here, like when we were first making a name for ourselves, the projects that was around then, pretty much nowhere to be seen, like the Viva Rogue or just lost relevance. With the NFT space, a lot of it is hype driven, and that's why I feel that we're sort of taking a dip right now, is because there's no hype on us. Like, we've launched our products are here, we're building our products. There's no what's to come kind of thing, you know what I mean? We've launched the products, now we're in the phase where we're marketing the products, we're creating the revenue streams, and once that revenue stream comes in, it's going to be game over for everyone else, man. That's the reality of it. Once Jelly starts pumping, that's where the hype comes. And when look at other tokens when they launch and they pump, and then people are like, well, I need to buy it. I'm gonna buy this token at $40. You know what I mean? It's like it's 2 Solana for one of these tokens. Like, it's just hype. But when we're doing it and it's sustainable, it's just gonna get out of control. It is, for sure. Like, we're just. I just always, that's the only thing in my mind right now is trust the process. That's all I can say is trust the process, man. That's it, because that's what it is.
Yeah, it's still like quite early, honestly. I'd say it's just been like what, a year, and like
I think we've
just,
said
like,
it so
building-
many times. I think we've said it so many times. I wish we could see, like, go to the future already and see where we're at.
Yeah, man.
It's coming, man.
Yeah,
It's gonna be crazy.
yeah.
It's really just a matter of time now, right? I think the majority of Solana, right, they're going to regret fading us when we've already grown so far outwards from Solana. Like, it's not even just crypto, it's not even Web3, right? Like, we're tackling Web2 pretty hard. And once we make our stance in Web2, like, we don't even have to say anything anymore, right? Like, everything is proof of concept. It's there. Gambulls is out there. JellyDrop is out there, you know, and we're still on Solana, still building.
Yeah, man, we won't even need to, we won't need to have these podcasts with updates and all that, because no one will care. All they'll care about is Jelly's pumping and Rascals are pumping because Jelly's pumping. So our job gets mega easy, because everything that we're saying is going to happen is happening. You know what I mean? As soon as Jelly goes on that upwards trend, we could stop. We could, like, do whatever we wanted in a sense. We could say, yeah, we're gonna rug, you know what I mean? But if Jelly's pumping, it don't matter. Like, it just literally don't matter at all. No one will take it serious. Everyone will just be going, right, look how much passive I'm making, look how much money's coming in, look at what's going on, like how high is this gonna go? Gambulls is growing every single day, JellyDrop's growing every single day, especially with this new direction. Like, it's gonna the sort of reach and the what's like the amount of traction that's possible, as opposed to what's now being it just on Solana, the amount of traction on JellyDrop that's possible it's just like 10, 20, 30x just from this moving it into a place where people can just deposit onto the site with different currencies. So the amount of money that makes, the amount of money this is making, SoulSuite's getting all these different clients coming on. More and more people want to get on SoulSuite because we're the hyped project. They want to be in our hype. They want to be with us. People are minting in Jelly, all sorts of stuff, man. Like once all this happens, our job just gets really fucking easier because everything's happening. Jelly's pumping. I could just delete my personal Twitter. Like I wouldn't need to hype about it. Everyone else would be doing that job. You know what I mean? Everyone else would be saying, "Look what's going on. Look what's going on." But right now we're in the phase of building. We're in the phase of getting our products to the point where they can be mass adopted. They're good enough to take over what's already here. Am I lagging? Or am I all right?
No, you're chilling.
Is it? Oh yeah, I see my signal drop there. But yeah, that's the, and we're almost there, man. We've come this far. This last 12 months was just build. Let's think about what we're gonna do what we're gonna do, and now it's just fine tuning, making sure that Gambulls is where it needs to be, where it's competing top 3 casino in the world. Millions and millions of dollars a week are coming in. JellyDrop's where it needs to be, where it's not where it needs to be now, but it's going to get there with these updates and all this different stuff. It's going to get there. SoulSuite, I think, is pretty much bang on, like with the utilities that we've got prepared, and the launch pad and everything like that. It's been tested. We've used it multiple times. It's good. And Money I've asked everyone like who's used Money, not everyone, but everyone around me that's used Money reckons it's. They might just be stroking my dick kind of thing, but they say that Money is better than whatever they've used before. You know what I mean? But in my opinion, it is, like when I've done raffles on it and stuff. So yeah, all of these projects pumping. We can do whatever the fuck we want, man. It's going to be easy, and everyone's going to get rich. And the goal has been achieved. That's what it is. My goal is to make sustainable passive income for all of our holders, make them rich, make them, as Culture said, make their grandchildren rich and all that stuff. Fucking grandparents. Yeah. Granddad, buy a rascal.
I can't
like,
believe eating them.
I think once like the ball gets rolling, it's just gonna be too late to get in. You know what I mean? Like right now, we're just laying the foundation, we're tuning things out, smoothing it out, and just making the experience like 10 times better, like 100 times better. And yeah, once we're going, you're just gonna be left behind. So get in now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To be fair, with the passive, it'll never, like, there'll always be opportunities to get in. I mean, look at people still trying to get into decodes, right? And they're just bridging across and doing some other bits. So, like, no matter what the price of the rascal's going to come, you're always like going to have a return on investment because Jelly's going to go fucking ballistic. So, but yeah, you're right. Like, if you want the best returns, like, now's the time to get in. Do you know what I mean? Like, now, like, don't fade it. Now's the time to get in, and then just like wait, and you're gonna make a lot more. I suppose it just goes back to like pre-Lunar. Like you had projects like Zankoku, and a few others, and they were up in the market cap just for the passive income. No one gave a fuck what they actually did, how dead the art was, like whatever else. It was just like, oh, I bought this NFT and now it's returning me X amount. I remember holding like a decent amount of Zankokus. I think I was earning like 2K a month. Like back 2K. When everything was like, yeah, man, like I had like 4 Gen 1s, a few Gen 2s, like a junkyard, and it was just pumping, like literally, you know. And
that's mad.
But no one gave a fuck about anything else. What was a dog? There was some dog one that came out, and the token was doing ridiculous, and they absolutely flew out on mint, and you know, obviously everything went south, and then all those projects either died or, like Sack did, they pivoted and then put their energies in something else because Puff wasn't generating the value that it had previously done. And that's why Sack's still about, and Sack will always be about because it's run by builders and business minds. You know, the rest of those projects, where's Zankoku now? Like, I don't think they do anything, or if they are even still in existence. So, yeah, man, it's just a matter of time, like we said. Just trust the process, hold your bags, and you'll be rich.
Yep.
Agreed.
And it's sustainable, man. That's the key. Like all these other ones that you mentioned there, they had reasons to be pumped and all that stuff. But with ours, it's sustainable. Like it's money coming into the space, coming into the token, and rewarding our holders. Like just by that, and the possibilities that can be done once Jelly gets on that sustainable uptrend. Like we can, the amount of shit that's going to be done around Jelly just because of that, it's going to be crazy. Like when Jelly gets on that sustainable uptrend, we can do crazy things, man. Just wait and see. Like just wait and see because it's going to happen. And what we can do at that point, once it's sustainable, we can sell some back and all that stuff with systems that we've got in place. The possibilities are literally endless. Like we can be giving away the maddest shit. We could be giving away planes and shit like that if we wanted to. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it could be like it can be crazy. And it's going to happen. It's just. What's the 3 words? Trust the fucking process. That's what it is.
Trust the process.
I mean that was poor, but yeah, we get it.
What was poor?
What?
You
just called me poor?
No, you just said that was poor.
Oh my god,
that's fucked up.
What did you just say? You went that was
Fucked
poor.
Up. It's crazy.
Oh,
That was 4. That
Four.
was
Yeah,
4.
yeah. I said trust the fucking
yeah.
process. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we touched up on everything. I think we
Yeah,
touched up on
yeah,
everything. As always, I mean, we're always building in the background. We do these just because we want to keep you guys updated. We will be back next week. Probably more updates. I mean, we're not going to stop moving.
All right. Any last words
Yep.
from anyone?
Trust the process.
Trust the process.
Mm-hmm.
That's the title of this JellyPod. Trust the process.
Trust the process.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you all. We'll see you all on the next one, eh? Bye bye.
Sweet. Peace.